Hi everyone, it's Agnes and I've got another success story. Today it's from Pakistan. So it goes like this. It's from Hamza. Dear Agnes, I hope you are well. I have been eagerly waiting for this moment for when I would share my success story with you for a long time now. I broke up with my specific person 4 months ago and I had a very toxic and emotionally abusive relationship with my ex, which lasted for about 3 years. It was long distance on top of it. My boyfriend was a narcissist with little empathy, inflated sense of self-importance, and an extremely fragile ego. From day one, it was me chasing him and overextending myself to somehow get the love and attention I craved from him. I have a huge list of damaging things he did to me, yet I used to have addictive thoughts about him. He would avoid seeing me often and was never keen on physical intimacy. That would make me feel extremely insecure and unwanted. Despite all of that, I loved him deeply. There were many moments when I would just get exhausted and end it, but every time I did that, I would end up at his door after some weeks, pleading him to take me back. He used to live at a 5-hour drive away, and there were occasions when I drove all the way to see him just to spend a few hours with him and come back the same night for work the next morning. I used to treat him like a god, but never got the same attention and love in return. I invested myself emotionally and financially more and more out of chronic insecurity. As COVID lockdown began, he used it as a legitimate excuse for us not to meet, and by that time I was so exhausted and frustrated with his attitude that I finally chose to walk out. I sent him a nice and brief goodbye message and later blocked him from everywhere. He didn't reach out. I knew I had done the right thing, but I was too weak to accept it and move on. That's when I came across your channel and some of other law of attraction coaches. I read up on Neville's work and listened to Abraham Hicks. And I began following your teachings and I got a lot of clarity and perspective on my situation, and I realized it was me responsible for my own misery. I had manifested all those breakups by feeling extremely insecure, unloved, and unwanted. For the longest time, I resented my specific person, but I'm the one who gave him so much power over me. He didn't value me because I didn't value myself. Driving all the way, showing up at his door, pleading for forgiveness, that too for his wrongdoings, was me at my lowest point. I remember a guy at a bar in London telling me, if you let a narcissist, affect you, you are the problem, not them. That really hit me. Wow, interesting comment. I'm going to read that again. If you let a narc affect you, a narcissist, you are the problem, not them. That really hit me. Soon after my breakup, I embarked on an intense journey of soul-searching, self-love, and introspection. I performed your meditations in routine, especially the ones involving whispering technique and sending unconditional love. I would start my day with self-love affirmations and perform Ho'oponopono prayer every night before bed. And at the same time, I pursued my passion for fitness seriously, and I was able to launch my own fitness channel on YouTube and Instagram. It was very challenging to keep myself engaged and distracted in the time of the COVID, as all outdoor activities were limited. But I also see that as a blessing in disguise, because I really use this time to focus on myself and learn from the most amazing authors and experts on healing, including you. Despite the toxic nature of my relationship, I waited desperately for my ex to get back to me. This was the first time in 3 years when I didn't go back to him, pleading him to take me back. Slowly, I started losing hope that I would ever hear from him again, and as time went by and I continued with my self-love routine, I felt stronger, confident, and less drawn towards him. In the meantime, I came across another guy which came out of nowhere, and he is a very promising option. He beats my ex in every sense, and I also feel a growing sense of curiosity towards him. I have recently started talking to him, and it is progressing well. I've also booked my holiday to Turkey for September, and I finally see some light at the end of the tunnel. Today, as I was about to start work on my workout video, I got an email from my ex about 4 months of no contact. This is no less than a miracle. I was shell-shocked. I opened up the email and it was all those things I never imagined he would hear I would hear from my ex. He apologized profusely for how he treated me, and he pleaded if I could one day forgive him. He said all those things that I yearned for in my inner conversations and imaginal acts. With this email, I have gotten the closure I needed to. Moved on with my life, and guess what? I no longer want him back. So here's the learning from my journey. When you're trying to attract your ex, make the journey about yourself, then about them. Focus on yourself. Pick a project you are really passionate about and pursue it with the same intensity as you wanted your ex back. I never imagined I would be able to write from the position of power and strength that I feel today. I honestly thought I wouldn't survive without him. Through my relationship and my healing process, I have found my alignment, I have found myself, and I have gotten my reward. Oh, today I stand as a new and better version of me. Thank you, Agnes, for your part in my healing journey. I wish you and your clients all the best. Please feel free to share my story with the viewers. Many thanks, Hamza. Beautiful. Wow, Hamza, what a journey for you. There is so many things that you applied and did in that story. I will put the links to all those things down below in the description for you, the viewers, that would like to check that out. And also, there is a playlist on narcissism. And there is a woman from Pakistan who I interviewed. She did a lot of work with narcissists and their families. A very interesting interview if some of you are stuck in these situations. So I will put all that down below. Again, for those of you that would like to do some more meditations to help you internally love yourself, focus on you, and there's lots of different subjects. There is a guided meditation channel. The link is down below for you, especially for those of you that are new, that don't know about it. I have this channel, and then there's a separate channel just for meditations. All right? There's still meditations on this channel, but the ones that I did a long time ago and they're old, they still work. But yeah, the meditation channel is a little bit more professional and a little bit more variety. All right, lots of love, and wonderful to see. There's been so many success stories coming in, and also some fabulous interviews coming up with some people that I've been working with and had the pleasure to be part of their journey. They will be sharing their success stories with you coming up within the next week. Lots of love, and I will see you, as always, in the next YouTube.